In recent sightings, Noelle talks about a weird icy box that scared her in the dark by winking. For some reason, Des took it seriously. The group went to the graveyard, Des burned out Icy's eyes, Ezreal proposed to bury the box, Chris started digging, then scared Noelle on purpose and got hit by Des for it. Did they do all this just to calm Noelle down? Well, except for Chris. After Des threw away the box, Noelle said, "I think it's going to come kill me." Okay? Like, sure, Noelle is very impressionable, but girl, that's just a box. Or is it? IC might be read like ICY, makes sense, but also ISEE, IC, which is creepy. Bear with me here because yes, I'm gonna say that IC is also connected to Gaster. But it does align with things we know about Noelle from the Spamton sweepstakes event. What I mean is that Noelle seems to be haunted by something or someone. She has an icy statue in her Dark World room and it looks fuzzy, as if it's grown because of her ice magic. Sounds familiar, right? In the alley, there's a messy drawing of Icy with every man drawn beside him. Now, stay with me on this one. Every man is an amalgamate. Amalgamates are created by injecting dying monsters with determination. Gaster created the determination extractor. Javel has every man in one of his attacks. Image_friend is also shown as an amalgamate when Rosie explains the nature of the Dark World. Another interesting thing in the hospital, it's a classic 1 to 10 pain scale using Icy as a model. At 0 pain, he's happy. At 10 pain, he's happy and sweating. Kinda weirded me out because sweating in his case is also melting. Also, do you remember the very first time we saw Icy in Undertale? Yeah, in that word search puzzle. The one and only puzzle given to us by Sans. There is a version of this puzzle that has Nightmare written on it. It appears when you have the fun value of 56 or 57. Next point, when Noelle got scared of the Icy box as a kid, she said it winked at her in the dark. Icy also winks at us after we solve a cyber world puzzle, but then he glitches. That reminded me of how Gaster makes the games glitch and crash. The cross-shaped maze in the ice area from Dragon Blazzers. Once you go in it, no matter where you go, you'll always be brought back to the same room. Normally one of the characters is supposed to guide you through the maze, but it became one of the most famous, or should I say infamous, parts of the game because if you go there without that character, you'll get basically stuck forever. The developers actually say something about this in the manual. It warns you that this glitch is actually one of the bad guy's magic spells. Sorry guys, I think you were just eating a little too much fruitcake when making this part of the game. By the way, I might be tweaking here, but doesn't his face kinda look like a deer's? I think Icy might be an entity that was created by Gaster specifically to haunt Noelle, especially since Noelle also possesses ice magic. Again, it's creepy, and creepy stuff follows Noelle everywhere, even in the Dark World. Spamton also seems to be aware of Noelle and the ability to use her magic for evil. I should have known you would have used my ring for evil. Oh, right. That's why I sold it to you. I think that Spamton, along with Caddy, are the friends that are meant to corrupt Noelle or something like that. Spamton obviously sells the thorn ring specifically for us to put it on Noelle, and Caddy... well, let's start from afar. Spamton calls himself a friend, and he has the same color palette as Image_friend has. I suppose these friends are on Gaster's team, maybe some traitors. Listen, I'm not necessarily saying that Caddy is gonna betray us, but I think that she's at least being used to get closer to Noelle, like, you know, her friend. The name friend is kinda ironic. Plus, she hates Susie for some reason and wants her to stay away from Noelle. That's considering how important Susie is becoming in the story and how she seems to have the ability to change the prophecy. There is a lot going on around Noelle that I think is very important. To summarize all the weird stuff, Spamton is the one who sold the thorn ring specifically for us to put it on Noelle. He also sent Noelle the invasive Pipis mode that crashed the game. All other pets hated that blue circle, except for certain ones. Since Noelle also really likes Dragon Blazzers, which seems to have a similar plot and structure to Deltarune, When she plays Cat Petterz RPG, she calls it a copycat. Pun not intended. Today, the official Dragon Blazzers website was updated with a bunch of weird links. I searched around the official website for clues and found about 40 pages so far. Cats are associated with image_friend. Noelle has a weird friend Catty, a cat with the same black and white, gold and pink palette. She visits Noelle when it rains, so they can play Cat Petterz. It also rains when the knight opens a dark fountain in the church. In Cat Petterz, there are 2 angel cats for some reason, one that's on a gray background. Catty also thinks that Noelle should stay away from Susie, and we know that, again, Susie probably has the ability to change the prophecy. And an old cartridge of Cat Petterz RPG that belongs to Catty and her sister is lying under Asriel's bed. And as I have mentioned in my previous video, I think that something happened to Asriel as well. Recently, I watched a video on Jockington conspiracy from the Luigi, and I think it highlights a lot of weird yet important details about that snake and his connections to cats, so go ahead and check it out. And to connect it to the whole cat friend thing, I think that Catty and Jockington are those pets that are on Gaster's side. What am I trying to say with all this? I think that Cat Petterz is some kind of allegory on what Gaster is trying to do with Deltarune. What I mean is that it's a copycat in making. Maybe he's trying to possess the power a game developer has and is trying to create his Deltarune. That's why I think that Rosie is a copycat of Asriel, that the prophecy might not even be the original one, and why Gaster is the fake angel trying to suppress the real angel, most likely Noelle, and that's why all of this weird stuff is following her and trying to corrupt her. And why there are 2 angel cats in the Spamton sweepstakes event, one colorful and one gray. Gray just like Gaster followers, and this dude specifically, I think he's slowly turning into one, as well as the guy in the car. You know, Deltarune is being updated with a bunch of weird stuff. I once mentioned in one of my videos that I think that Undertale is Gaster's successful experiment, or one-off. As for the original prophecy, I only have a tiny suggestion. The prophecy is simply a game made by the 4 kids. To include Noelle, they gave her an important role that doesn't involve fighting, keeps her innocent, but still significant. The 3 heroes fight the bad guy, and just when they're about to lose, Noelle shows up and saves everyone. The prophecy involves all kids, a human, Chris, a monster, Des, and a prince, Asriel. That way Chris would have felt important as a human. Noelle is most likely traumatized and has her memory suppressed. Chris remembers most things but obviously doesn't tell the player. Asriel and Des are somewhere else completely, so the original prophecy has no way of reaching us because all 4 kids can't talk about it. That's my suggestion for now.